Hello, Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to this week's Torah Portion Week, the 35th week. It's also the longest, as called Nasso, meaning to lift up or take census. It is the longest Torah portion of the reading. It's going to span from Numbers chapter 4, verse 21, all the way through chapter 7, verse 89. So basically, all 5, all 6, all 7. Well, that'll be the Torah portion. Half Torah portion, Judges, chapter 13, 2 through 25. We'll read chapter 1, 2. Verse 1, I mean. And then we'll finish off with in the Apostles, New Testament, with Luke, chapter 1, verse 11 through 20. Nasso. Numbers chapter 4, verse 21, on page 142. And Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Take a census, also the sons of Gershon, by their father's house, by their clans. Register them from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who enter to perform the service, to do the service of the tent in the tent of appointment. This is the service of the clans of the Gershonites, in serving and in bearing burden. And they shall bear the curtains of the dwelling place, and the tent of appointment, and its covering, and the covering of fine leather that is on it, the covering of the door of the tent of appointment, the screen of the courtyard, and the covering of the door of the gate of the courtyard, which is around the dwelling place, and slaughter place, and their cords, all the equipment for the service, and all that is made for them, so shall they serve. At the mouth of Aaron and his sons is all the service of the sons of Gershonites, all their burdens, and all their service, and you shall appoint to them all the duty of all their burden. This is the service of the clans of the sons of Gershon, in the tent of appointment. And let their duties be under the hand of Ismar, son of Aaron, the priest. As for the sons of Merari, to register them by their clans, and by their father's house. Register them from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who enter the service to do the work of the tent of appointment. And this is the duty of their burden, according to all their service for the tent of appointment. The boards of the dwelling place, and its bars, and its columns, and its sockets, and the columns around the courtyard, with their sockets, and their pegs, and their cords, and all their equipment, and all their service. Assign to each by name the equipment of the duty of their burden. This is the service of the clans of the sons of Merari, and all the service for the tent of appointment under the hand of Ishmar, son of Aaron the priest. So Moshe and Aaron and the leaders of the congregation registered the sons of the Keturaites by their clans and by their father's house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who enter the service for the tent of appointment. And their registered ones by their clans were 2,750. These were the registered ones of the clans of the Cuthanites, all those serving in the tent of appointment, from whom Moshe and Aaron registered according to the mouth of Yahweh by the hand of Moshe. And those registered ones are the sons of Gershon by their clans and by their father's house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who entered the service for the work of the tent of appointment. The registered ones by their clans, by their father's house, were 2,630. These were the registered ones of the sons of the clans of the sons of Gershon, and all who serve in the tent of appointment, whom Moshe and Aaron register according to the mouth of Yahweh. And those are the clans of the clans of the sons of the Merari, who were registered by their clans, by their father's house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who entered this service for work in the tent of appointment. The registered ones by their clans were 3,200. These were the registered ones of the clans of the sons of Merari, whom Moshe and Aaron registered according to the mouth of Yahweh by the hand of Moshe. All the registered ones of the Levites, whom Moshe and Aaron and the leaders of Israel registered by their clans and by their fathers' houses, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who came to do the work of service and the work of bearing burdens in the tent of appointment. Their registered ones were 8,580, according to the mouth of Yahweh. They were registered by the hand of Moshe, each according to his service and according to his burden. Thus they were registered by him as Yahweh commanded Moshe. Chapter 5. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, command the children of Israel to send out of the camp every leper, and everyone who has a discharge, and whoever becomes defiled for a beam. Send both out male and female, send them outside the camp, so that they do not defile their camps in the midst of which I dwell. And the children of Israel did so, to send them outside the camp, as Yahweh had spoken to Moshe. So the children of Israel did. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, speak to the children of Israel. When a man or woman commits any sin, that man commits a trespass against Yahweh. What is sin? Little flippy flip. John 1. Getting there. John 1, chapter 3, verse 6. Everyone staying in him does not sin. No, sorry, that's not it. John. 1 John. Okay, I know the verse, I just don't know where it is. I swear it was John, 1 John chapter 3. Oh, okay, I was right. 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Everyone doing sin does lawlessness, and sin is lawlessness. Sorry about that. Had to feel like I had to do that. Chapter 5, verse 6. Speak to the children of Israel. When a man or woman commits any sin who commits in trespass against Yahweh, and that is being guilty, then they shall confess their sin which they have done, and he shall restore his guilt in its principal, plus 1/5 of it, and give it to whom he has been guilty. But if a man has no redeemer to restore the guilt to, the guilt which is restored goes to Yahweh for the priest, in addition to the ram of the atonement with which is made for him, and every contribution of all the set apart gifts of the children of Israel, which they bring to the priest, becomes his. And every man's set apart gifts becomes his. Whatever any man gives the priest becomes his. And Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, when any man's wife turns aside and has committed a trespass against him, and a man has intercourse with her, and it is hidden from the eyes of her husband, and is concealed that she has defiled herself, and there is no witness against her, nor was she caught, and a spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he becomes jealous of his wife who has defiled herself, or a spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he becomes jealous of his wife, although she has not defiled herself. Then the man shall bring his wife to the priest, and he shall bring the offering for her 1/10 of an ephah of barley flour. He is not to pour oil on it or put frankincense on it, because it is a grain offering of jealousy, an offering for remembering, for bringing crookedness to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near, and shall make her stand before Yahweh. And the priest shall take set apart water in an earthen vessel, and take some of the dust that is on the floor of the dwelling place, and put it into the water. And the priest shall make the woman stand before Yahweh, and shall uncover the woman's head, and put the offering for remembering in her hands, which is in the grain offering of jealousy, while the priest holds in his hand the bitter water that brings a curse. For the priest shall make her swear, and say to the woman, If no man has laid with you, and if you have not turned aside to uncleanness under your husband's authority, be free from any bitter water that brings a curse. But you have turned aside under your husband's authority. But if you have turned aside under your husband's authority, and if you have defiled yourself, and some man other than your husband has laid with you, then the priest shall make the woman swear with the oath of the curse. And he shall say to the woman, Yahweh made you a curse and an oath among your people. When Yahweh makes your thigh waste away and your belly swell. And this water that causes the curse shall go into your inward parts, and make your belly swell, and your thigh waste away. And the woman shall say, Amen, Amen. The priest shall write these curses in a book, and shall wipe them off in the bitter water, and shall make the woman drink the bitter water that brings the curse. And the water that brings the curse shall enter in her to become bitter. And the priest shall take the grain offering of jealousy from the woman's hand, and shall wave the offering before Yahweh, and bring it to the slaughter place. And that priest shall take a hand filled with the offering as a remembrance offering, and burn it on the slaughter place. And afterward make the woman drink the water. And when he has made her drink the water, then it shall be, if she has defiled herself and has committed a trespass against her husband, that the water that brings the curse shall enter her and become bitter, and her belly shall swell, and her thigh shall waste away, and the woman shall become a curse among her people. But if the woman has not defiled herself, and is clean, then she shall be clear and shall conceive children. This is the Torah of jealousy. when a wife turns aside under her husband's authority and defiles herself, or when the spirit of jealousy comes upon a man and he becomes jealous of his wife, then he shall make the woman stand before Yahweh, and the priest shall do to her all this Torah. And the man shall be clear from crookedness, but the woman bear her crookedness. Chapter 6. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, when a man or woman does separate by making a vow of Nazarene to be set apart to Yahweh, he separates himself from wine and strong drink. He drinks neither vinegar of wine nor vinegar of strong drink. Neither does he drink any grape juice nor eat any grapes or raisins. Samson was under a Nazarene vow. All the days of his separation he does not eat whatever is made of the grapevine, from seed to skin. All the days of the vow of his separation a razor does not come upon his head, until the days are completed for which he does separate himself to Yahweh. He is set apart. He shall let the locks of the hair on his head grow long. All the days of his separation to Yahweh, he does not go near a dead body. He does not make himself unclean for his father or his mother, for his brother or his sister when they die, because his separation to Elohim, he is on the head. Seven. He does not make himself unclean for his father, or for his mother, for his brother, or his sister, when they die, because his separation to Elohim is on his head. All the days of his separation is set apart to Yahweh. And when anyone dies beside him in an instant, suddenly, and he has defiled the head of his separation, then he shall shave his head on the day of his cleansing. On the seventh day he saves it. And on the eighth day he brings 2 turtle doves, or 2 young pigeons, to the priest, to the door of the tent of appointment. A priest shall prepare one as a sin offering, and the other as an ascending offering, and shall make atonement for him, because he sinned by reason of the dead body. And he shall be set apart, and he shall set apart his head on that day. Verse 12. And shall separate to Yahweh the days of his separation, and shall bring a male lamb a year old as a guilt offering. But the former days are not counted, because his separation was defiled. This is the Torah of the Nazarene. When the days of his separation are completed, he is brought to the door of a tent of appointment. And he shall bring his offering to Yahweh, 1 male lamb a year old, a perfect one, as an ascending offering. 1 ewe lamb a year old, a perfect one, as a sin offering. And 1 ram, a perfect one, as a peace offering. So we got a ascending offering, a sin offering, and a peace offering. And a basket of unleavened bread cakes, of fine flour mixed with oil, and unleavened wafers anointed with oil, and their grain offering with their drink offering. And the priest shall bring them before Yahweh, and prepare his sin offering and his ascending offering. And he shall prepare the ram as a slaughter of peace offering to Yahweh, together with the basket of unleavened bread. And the priest shall prepare its grain offering and its drink offering. And the Nazarene shall shave the head of his separation on the door of atonement appointment, and shall take the hair from his head from his separation, and shall put it on the fire which is under the garment, which is under the slaughtering of the peace offering. And the priest shall take the boiled shoulder of the ram, and one unleavened cake from the basket, and one unleavened wafer, and put them upon the hands of the Nazarene after he has shaved his hair of separation. Then the priest shall wave them a wave offering before Yahweh. It is set apart for the priest besides the breast of the contribution, besides the breast of the wave offering, and besides the thigh of the contribution. And afterwards the Nazarene shall drink wine. This is the Torah of the Nazarene, who vows to Yahweh the offering of his set apart, offering of his separation. And besides that, whatever else his hand is able to provide, according to the vow which he takes, so he shall do according to the Torah of his separation. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, This is how you bless the children of Israel. Say to them, Yahweh bless you and guard you. Yahweh make his face shine upon you and show favor to you. Yahweh lift up his face upon you and give you peace. Thus they shall put my name on the children of Israel, and I myself shall bless them. Chapter 7, which is 89 verses. And it came to be, when Moshe finished setting up the dwelling place, that he anointed it, and set it apart in all its furnishings, as well as the slaughter place, and in all its utensils. Thus he anointed them, and set them apart. And the leaders of Israel, heads of their fathers' houses, who were the leaders of the tribes, and over the ones registered, drew near. They brought their offerings before Yahweh, 6 covered wagons, and 12 cattle, a wagon for every 2 of the leaders, and for each one a bull. And they brought them near before the dwelling place. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Accept these from them, and they shall be used in doing the service of the tent appointment. And you shall give them to the Levites, each one according to his service. And Moshe took the wagons and the cattle and gave them to the Levites. He gave 2 wagons and 4 cattle to the sons of Gershon, according to their service. And he gave 4 wagons and 8 cattle to the sons of Merari, according to their service, under the hand of Ismar, son of Aaron the priest. But to the sons of Kedath he gave none, because theirs was the service of the set apart objects, which they bore on their shoulders. And the leaders brought the dedication offering of the slaughter place in the day it was anointed. So the leaders brought their offerings before the slaughter place. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Let them bring their offering, 1 leader each day, for the dedication of the slaughter place. And the one who brought his offering on the first day was Nahshon, son of Amli, the tribe of Judah. And his offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of set apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb, a year old, as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering. And as a slaughtering of peace offering, 2 cattle, 5 ram, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs, a year old. This was the offering of Nahshon, son of Amalek. On the second day, Nathaniel, son of Sahar, leader of Yishkar, brought near. He brought his offering, 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place. Both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 golden ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb, a year old, as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering. And as the slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs, a year old. This was the offering of Nathaniel, son of Sahar. On the third day, Eliab, son of Helon, leader of the children of Zebulun, his offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb, a year old, as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering. And as a slaughtering of a peace offering, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs, a year old. And this was the offering of Eliab, son of Helon. I'm sure where I left off at. Chapter 7, verse 26. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb, a year old, as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering. And as a slaughtering of peace offering, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs, a year old. This was the offering of Eliab, son of Helon. And on the 4th day, Elishur, son of Sidoniel, leader of the children of Reuben. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb, a year old, as the ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering. And as the slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs, a year old. This was the offering of Issachar, son of Sireri. And on the 5th day, Shemleli, son of Tosardi, leader of the children of Shimon. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place. Both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels, filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb, a year old, as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering. And as a slaughtering of peace offering, 2 cattle, 5 ram, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Shimei, son of Sadari. And on the 6th day, Elisha, son of Dul, a leader of the children of God. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels, filled with incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering, 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughter offering, and as a slaughtering a peace offering, 2 cattle, 5 ram, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. That was the offering of Elisha, son of Dul. Day 7. This occurred to me. We're on day 7. There had to be a Sabbath in here. Anyway. On the 7th day of Islam, son of Amulus, leader of the children of Ephraim, his offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour, mixed with oil, as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle, 10 shekels, filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering, 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offering, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Elam, son of Amliud. And on the 8th day, definitely would have had a Shabbat in there. The day, Gamaliel, son of Pedorah, leader of the children of Manish. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour, mixed with oil, as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels, filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb, a year old, as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offering, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Gamaliel, son of Pedorah. And on the 9th day, Abi, son of Gideon, leader of the children of Benjamin. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour, mixed with oil, as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels, filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old, as an ascending offering. 1 male goat, as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offering, 2 cattle, 5 ram, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Abi, son of Gideon. And on the 10th day, Ahiezer, son of Ablis, leader of the children of Dan. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels, filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old, as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering, and the slaughtering of peace And as a slaughtering of peace offering, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. And this was the offering of Ahijah, son of Abi. And on the 11th day, Pagiel, son of Okram, leader of the children of Asher. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering, 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offering, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Pagiel, son of Okram. And on the 12th day, Ahiz, son of Eon, leader of the children of Naphtali. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering. And as a slaughtering place, and as a slaughtering of peace offering, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Ahiz, son of Eon. This was the dedication of the slaughter place from the leaders of Israel. When it was anointed, 12 silver dishes, 12 silver bowls, 12 gold ladles. Each one tribe, right? Each silver dish was 130 shekels, and each bowl was 70 shekels. All the silver of the 2 vessels was 2,400 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place. The 12 gold ladles filled with incense was 10 shekels each, according to the shekel of the set-apart place. All the gold of the ladles was 120 shekels. All the cattle for the ascending offering were 12 young bulls, the ram 12, the male lambs a year old 12, with their grain offering, and the male goats as a sin offering 12. And all the cattle for the slaughtering of a peace offering were 24 bulls, the rams 60, the male goats 60, the lambs a year old 60. This was the dedication of the slaughter place after it was anointed. And when Moshe went into the tent of appointment to speak to him, he heard the voice of one speaking to him from above the lid of atonement that was on the ark of the witness. And Moshe went into the tent of appointment to speak with him. He heard the voice of one speaking to him from above the lid of atonement that was on the ark of the witness from between the 2 cherubim. Thus he spoke to him. Tune in until next week for that part. Moving on to Judges chapter 13. We're going to read verses 1 through 25. It's supposed to be 2 through 25, but... And again the children of Israel did evil in the eyes of Yahweh, so Yahweh gave them into the hands of the Philistines for 40 years. And there was a certain man from Sohar, from the clan of the Danites, whose name was Mahana, and his wife was barren, and had not borne. And a messenger of Yahweh, capital M, so it indicates Yeshua, of Yahweh, appeared to the woman and said to her, which makes sense, he's from Nazareth. Anyway, said to her, see now, you are barren and have not borne, but you shall conceive and you shall bear a son. And now please guard and do not drink wine or strong drink, and do not eat any unclean food. For look, you are conceiving and bearing a son, and let no razor come upon his head, for the youth is a Nazareth to Elohim from the womb on, and he shall begin to save Israel out of the hand of the Philistines. And the woman came and spoke to her husband, saying, a man, capital M, of Elohim came to me, and his appearance was like the appearance of the messenger of Elohim. Very awesome. Kind of like that. Anyway, but I did not ask him where he was from, and he did not declare to me his name. And he said to me, see, you are conceiving and bearing a son, and now drink no wine or strong drink, nor eat any unclean food, for the youth is a Nazarite to Elohim from the womb to the day of his death. And Manoah prayed to Yahweh and said, O Yahweh, please let the man of Elohim whom you sent come to us again and teach us what to do for the youth who is to be born. And Elohim listened to the voice of Manoah, and the messenger of Elohim came to the woman again, as she was sitting in the field, but Manoah, her husband, was not with her. And the woman ran hurriedly and informed her husband, and he said to him, see, he has appeared to me, the man who came to me the other day. And Manoah rose and went after his wife and came to the man. And he said to him, are you the man who spoke to this woman? And he said, I am. And Manoah said, now let your words come true. What is to be the rule of the youth of his? What is to be the rule for the youth's life and his work? And the messenger of Yahweh said to Manoah, let the woman guard all that I have said to her. Let her not eat any food that comes from the vine, neither let her drink wine or strong drink, or eat any unclean food. Let her guard all that which I have commanded her. And Manoah said to the messenger of Yahweh, please let us detain you and prepare a young goat for you. And the messenger of Yahweh said to him, Manoah, though you detain me, I do not eat your food. But if you do offer an ascending offering, offer it to Yahweh. For Manoah did not know he was a messenger of God, of Yahweh. Then Manoah said to the messenger of Yahweh, what is your name? When your words come true, then we shall esteem you. And the messenger of Yahweh said to him, why do you ask my name, since it is wondrous? And Manoah took the young goat with the grain offering and offered upon the rock to Yahweh. And he did wondrously while Manoah and his wife looked on. And it came to be, as the flame went up toward the heavens from the slaughter place, that the messenger of Yahweh went up in a flame on the slaughter place. And Manoah and his wife were watching, and they fell on the earth, and they fell on their faces to the ground. And the messenger of Yahweh did not appear any more to Manoah and his wife. Then Manoah knew that he was a messenger of Yahweh. And Manoah said to his wife, we shall certainly die, because we have seen Elohim. But his wife said to him, if Yahweh had been pleased to put us to death, he would not accept an ascending offering and a grain offering from our hands, nor would he have shown us all this, nor would he have let us hear the like of this. So the woman bore a son, and called his name Samson, or Shiham. And the child grew, and Yahweh blessed him. And the Spirit of Yahweh began to move him at Mahanadan, between Shahor and Eslau. Luke chapter 1, verse 11 through 20. Thank you for bearing with me. And the messenger of Yahweh appeared to him. And the messenger of Yahweh appeared to him, standing on the right side of the slaughter place of incense. And when Zacharias saw him, he was troubled, and fear fell upon him. And the messenger said to him, do not be afraid, Zachariah, for your prayers is heard, and your wife Elizabeth shall bear you a son, and you shall call his name John. And you shall have joy and gladness, and you shall rejoice at his birth. For he shall be great before Yahweh, and shall drink no wine, no strong drink at all. And he shall be filled with the set-apart spirit, even from his mother's womb. He shall turn many of the children of Israel to Yahweh their Elohim. And they shall go before, and he shall go before him in the spirit and power of Elijah, to turn the hearts of the fathers to the children. Malachi 4:6. And the disobedient to the insight of the righteous, and make ready a people prepared for Yahweh. And Zechariah said to the messenger, By what shall I know this? For I am old, and my wife advanced in years. And the messenger answering said to him, I am Gabriel, who stands in the presence of Elohim, and was sent to speak to you and announce to you this good news. But see, you shall be silent and unable to speak until the day this takes place, because you did not believe my words, which shall be filled in their appointed time. Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom. Thank you again. Make it a great day. Read your Bible and talk to the Father.